It doesn't happen during a breakdown. It happens on a normal day. Nothing goes wrong, nothing collapses, nothing forces reflection. You wake up, you move, you respond. And somewhere in the middle of doing everything correctly, you notice you haven't felt present in a while. Not numb, just absent. Like you're operating something you no longer recognize as yours. You're still functional, still dependable, still involved. People don't worry about you, they rely on you. You answer quickly, you adapt easily, you rarely create friction. And from the outside, you look stable. From the inside, you feel blurred. Not unhappy, unlocated. You didn't become this accidentally. You learned it. You learned to retone before words, to send shifts before they were spoken. You learned when to soften, when to pull back slightly, when to make yourself easier to manage. So you adjusted, not once, not consciously, repeatedly, until adjustment stopped feeling like a response and started happening on its own. Adaptation doesn't remove the self, it covers it. Each adjustment lowers the signal. Not gone, muted, deferred. You assume it will return when there's time, when things settle, when life allows it. That time never appears. The language stays clean. This is just how life works. This is being flexible. This is what keeps things stable. So nothing is questioned, because everything still moves. And movement looks enough like living to go unexamined. The adjustments accumulate quietly. Different versions of you for different rooms. Different tones, different thresholds, different limits. Each one works. Eventually, they overlap. And when they do, there's no clear center to return to. Only what fits. Only what functions. Only what avoids disruption. It arrives without ceremony. Someone asks you something ordinary. What do you want? Where are you headed? What matters to you? And nothing responds. Not uncertainty. Silence. The pause lasts too long. Long enough to notice. That's the moment. Not collapse. Recognition. You've been present everywhere, except at the point where an answer would come from. That's the trapdoor. You defer automatically. Choices feel heavier than they should. You agree before checking inward. You feel tired, but not physically. More like your attention never fully returns. Like you're living slightly off center. When was the last time you wanted something without scanning the room first? Which version of you arrives most often? And how long has it been since that version was chosen rather than required? Leaving this state feels unsafe. Adjustment keeps things intact. It reduced friction, preserved rhythm, maintained stability. If it stops, something shifts. And whatever emerges has been silent for a long time. So function continues, not because it feels right, because it doesn't ask questions. You didn't lose yourself. You stopped noticing when you weren't there.